You know the saying, everything's bigger in Texas? Well, when it comes to high school football, it's the truth. Emily Ruppert visited some Texas schools that are scoring big time.
With 12,000 seats, a gigantic video screen, and a price tag of about $70 million, Legacy Stadium is the most expensive football facility for high schoolers in the country. That's right, high school. Legacy is home for high school football in Katy, Texas, a suburb just outside of Houston.
But Katy's title for most expensive stadium may not last long. Here in McKinney, Texas, a suburb just north of Dallas, construction's already began on their brand new 12,000-seat stadium with a price tag of already $70 million. But see, the game doesn't end there. In fact, some believe this so-called arms race all started just south of here in Allen, Texas.
The stadium race has gotten competitive, but our stadium, it was one of the first to ever be built.
Football's king here.
In Allen, Texas, it's pretty close, yeah.
And in 2012, the Allen Eagles built a $60 million castle to prove it, Eagle Stadium.
Actually, I wasn't in Texas at that time. I was living in Columbus, Ohio. And, you know, it was all over the news. And I was like, 14? I was just like, wow, I would love to play there someday. We made the move, and I'm here in my dream place. So
the 18,000-seat stadium made headlines when the district announced its plan to build the state-of-the-art facility.
We have gorgeous concessions. All our restroom facilities are air-conditioned. They're really nice.
Kicking off a whole different ball game in the Lone Star State.
Football is very huge down here, so I don't blame them. I mean, who wouldn't want a place like this?
School officials say this isn't about one-upping each other. Instead, it's to keep up with the rapidly growing districts. Katy has 8 high schools, McKinney has 3, and although Allen only has 1, it's the largest in the state with more than 6,000 students.
What do you really need in order to play the game? And these facilities are more than just expanding the number of seats.
The only reason I say it is because the weight room is like jaw-dropping, so you need to see it.
A high school football team having a multi-million-dollar indoor practice facility is very difficult to kind of wrap your mind around it.
And even though all 3 stadiums were voted on and approved by taxpayers in the district, it still raises the question, could that kind of money be better spent elsewhere?
And the reality is that's a mixed answer. But I think the other aspect to it is the symbolic level. And most people aren't going to see the chemistry lab. And so we have to live with that symbolism. And I think there is some discomfort there. Does it send the right message?
Texas has one of the lowest ranked school systems in the nation and spends less on students than most other states. The exceptions are the wealthy areas in Texas, like Katy, McKinney, and Allen, where students do well academically and parents can afford high taxes to pay for multi-million-dollar stadiums, and they want it that way.
It's very different in the state of Texas, I think, out of anywhere else. I mean, I think it's the best place. If you're looking for real football, I think you need to come to Texas for sure.
So football in Texas is a way of life.
Emily Ruppert, Channel 1 News.